Okay, what's up everybody? Going for a little random session. First impressions session. The first one I wanted to try I found funny in the title. Where's it gone? Oh god, I've managed to lose it. But there's another one here anyway. Take a look at Gangster. And then by the time I've looked at that, I'm sure I remember what the other one was that began with H. That's now loading in warp mode. Oh, The Hobbit. That was another one I wanted to try out. Yeah, they do, man. Like when I first got Unity and I learned about them skeletal meshes and that, I was just blown away how that worked. At first I was doing tutorials online that were telling me about how to make it all manually animated. And then I saw the bones. I was like, oh my god, my mind just blew. And then also like reflection shaders and stuff like that. When I started using Blender and Maya and I was making my own materials and stuff, and I was just like, this is mind blowing. And over the years Unity was improving as well, so you were able to like just drag it in from there. Amazing stuff. Somehow this slipped out of warp mode. I don't know how it does that. I didn't touch the keyboard. I haven't got a clue what this game's gonna be. Oh, it's a light game. Okay, get lost. I take it that means it's a gun. Just gonna get rid of it. Where's it gone? Hobbit. Let's try you out, Hobbit. I love just smashing through the game sometimes. That Bruce Lee one. Ray tracing, yeah. Yeah. It's just all part of the same bucket really, isn't it? Like shaders. Advanced shaders. Unreal Engine just comes with all that straight out. But I mean, I'm sure Unity does now. I haven't used Unity for a couple of years now because I moved on to Unreal and started learning that for about a year, and then I gave up about 9 months ago on that. I haven't touched anything. I actually did my peak stage of when I was getting into game dev. I started tinkering and making my own shaders, but at that point I did give up. I do prefer making the game logic. That's what I find the most fun. Like procedural level generation and animated characters, different camera modes and stuff like that. I've always had a raw desire to go right down to assembly language. I don't know why. Always wanted to be able to design like NES games, Spectrum. I guess it does go back to just when you were a kid. I used to draw in notepads with pen, little game characters and level designs and stuff, thinking it was that easy. Just draw it and it's there. Yeah, isn't it already out now then? I thought it came out at the same time as the PS5 or something. Might have heard, like I say, I only read like headlines. I don't read like the whole story of most things. This is in warp mode, so it's taking a long time to load. Yeah, I'm certainly at 100% going to get back into Unreal. Yeah, graph paper as well. I just didn't have that lying around now. I used to just have Notepad. I'm going back to when I was a real young. I used to be good at drawing when I was really young, and then I just lost interest in it, even at an early age, like 11. And then I thought I would still be good. Got back to it when I was like 20. Couldn't draw anything. I'm not sure if this game's loading because it's done this screen for a long time. Yeah, good plan. But like I say, I'm going back to even when I was like maybe 8 or something. I used to do that. It started out with copying the manuals. I used to get all the pictures out of the game manuals when I was bored and just draw them almost exactly. It was just tracing them. And then I'd try and draw my own, and then I'd just create my own character. I'm a bit worried about Hobbit. Doesn't seem to be working. Oh, I know what I wanted to check out. This is a great game. I reckon it's one you'll know as well. It's like one of the older ones. Not quite sure what year it came out. Let me find out. It's not in my list. I'm sure I've got it. Okay. I need to download it. Space Taxi. I thought I had every game. Oh look, it's loaded. It's an adventure game. I love it. That's funny. Right. I'm gonna get a Space Taxi and I'll try out IK Plus in the meantime. I wonder if there's a disc version of IK Plus. Okay. Finally I can stop everyone having to wait. And we also look for Space Taxi while it's loading. Is it? Yeah, is it annoying? It did look it. I probably would have loved it back in the day, as long as I could find some hints somewhere of somebody. I was like one of them people. I genuinely did love Monkey Island, and no one helped me with it, but I still got bloody far in it. Same with all them games. Uh, I'll get in copyright trouble with this in a minute. I've got to change joystick. I'm starting without cheats. I think I've just started a two-player game. I need to swap joystick. Yeah. Great music. You ever played this one? I hear it's meant to be like a classic. I can't jump. I'm finding it a little slow. Maybe it's because it's on two-player. It's not responding to my inputs very well. Haha, cool. How you can do that. Red is out. Okay. Macho. Oh, I'm down. My very first game was Horoscope Skiing, and I played that in 1986 when I was 4 years old. And I also had Nifty Lifty and Safari, Treasure Island, and I wrote in loads of games as well, like skiing and stuff like that. I loved it, honestly. And then quite shortly after that, I got an Atari 2600 with just a couple of games that I thought were crap. And maybe 3 years later, I got the NES, or 4 years later. And by that time, I was already I knew enough had a C64 and Amiga as well around that sort of time. But I loved my Spectrum. I had the Horus, like I said, but I ended up with Dizzy, which I spent hundreds of hours playing Dizzy, and loads of other games like Jetpack and loads of games. There was adventure games as well I used to play, but I can't remember any of them. And I think I even dabbled into double Dungeons and Dragons and Might and Magic and stuff like that. This is a great game, but I'm going to play something else. I'm not very good at that game. Just downloaded Space Taxi. There it is. This looks really fun. This. Yeah. What did you first play? What got you hooked? I'm trying to remember. The very first game that got me absolutely hooked was Legend of Zelda on the NES. I think. That's what really blew my mind. I think I was about 8 or 9. Cracking Limited was here. I hope it shows the year this was made. So actually you were already about 10, almost 10. That's interesting. Flight sim. Yeah, because of course you probably, there was arcades back then, yeah, before the ZX81, so you might have played in them as well before you got the home computer. Is that right? So I know that's what it was like for the Atari kids in America, wasn't it? They were like, oh, I've got an arcade at home. 1984, this is quite an old one. Yeah, that must have been awesome. Yeah, when I was really young, I was lucky. There was a place near me that I could just walk to, even when I was young, and it had like 5 or 6 games, big arcade, and it was a swimming pool. So people used to leave the money in the lockers, like, and just walk out. So I used to just, as being a little kid, I didn't care. I just walked in, checked every locker, would always find like the odd 20p, and then I'd go back in the arcade. Funny stuff. Let's do this. This game looks so fun when I've watched other people play it. First pay packet and Amiga, nice. That's brilliant, yeah. See, they're missing out nowadays having so much choice, isn't they? You know what I mean? Hey, Dad. I'll probably die a lot on this. I'm on beginner mode. I don't think this was an arcade game. I think this one here was an actual C64 exclusive. Oh, but I'll tell you what, it's like one of the best games on the system. I think. Hey, Dad. Done. It's loading. I'm not sure if this is a game that can be completed or not. If it is, I'm going to try and complete it. Where is he? Oh, pad 1. Oh no. So when you get your legs out, you can't steer. Makes sense. I wasn't paying attention. Whizball, I think I have played that. Is it like a sort of fake 3D one again? From a side view. I have to look that up in a minute. I had Whizball as my Twitch and my Twitter. I'm gonna have to restart this game in a minute. My Twitter background, when I didn't have one, I had Whizball. I'll have to take a look at that straight after this one. Why not? Pretty sure I would recognise the name of the Spectrum. But if it's what I'm thinking of, it's like a side view, but then 3D. But it's probably not the same thing, actually. It is a lot like that. There's an older game like this, isn't there? But this has a little added aspect with the different pads. Pad 1. I'm raking it in now. Oh. Now what? Yeah, I could play this a lot. It's just fun. And I like the game design of it. Oh, pad 4, that's easy. I've grown up. Yeah, maybe I'll check that Thrust game. Whizball, for sure I'll check now. This guy's got a proper deep voice. Oh, please. That sounds well interesting, mate, about the sample speed. Because I know on ZX Spectrum, big budget games for the time, you know, big name games, they fail at it, don't they? Oh no, too far. Tried to be too quick. I get some fuel. Oh, I thought I could touch that. Well, that's good because I lost a load of lives at the start when I was figuring out to do it properly now. Let's go straight for a night shift. As far as I know, I did look it up. few weeks ago when I first saw the game, a couple of months ago, and as far as I know, it is purely C64, not an arcade game, nothing. And it's weird, I do remember like a version like this on the NES, but I think obviously it might have been, like you said, thrust or something. Might have been a different game, just similar mechanic. Loading right now. There we go. But this is really, really fun, definitely. If you own a real C64, you've got to try and get it. I wonder how much it costs this game. It's one of the best, I think. Oh, I'm getting sucked in. That was unfair. It'd be cool, actually, if I ever get. Oh my god, I'm not going to be good enough at this. I'll go to Whizball in a minute. If I ever get good enough at game dev on the Spectrum, I'd love to make some kind of port of this, even if it didn't look any good. Ah, oh, what's the land there? Oh, that's right. It somehow sucks me to the left there. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's good. It'd be nice to own a legit version of it. But yeah, having money to burn, innit? Let's try Whizball. I won't get a disc of Whizball because I've probably already got it on tape. Yeah, I do as well. I mean, when I was thinking of it in my head there, I would just have thruster sound and nothing else. But really, you've just got to come up with some way of making a velocity, like a floating point you want somehow, don't you, really, for that, so that you can have some inertia or whatever they call it, where it slows down, speeds up, acceleration, I guess it's called. I'm jumping ahead of myself there, but it would be a good project to do aside from doing collision. It's coming up with some sort of velocity, sort of physics engine in it in a way. Yeah, or you can just create. You can create use 16-bit numbers and then use them differently. I must admit I'm not an expert. I need to practice it first, but that's how they do it. It's according to the books I've read. So you just use a 16-bit number and like the upper bit, or certain bits of it are the bit that's above the decimal point. That very first book I put in my tutorial with the elf dude, he explained it in that pretty well. This is copyright music, I know for a fact, because I already got a copyright strike on this tune. I love this tune. It's a loader. There's several to do. Turn it right down. If that helps. Yeah, the intro is amazing. This is actually loader music, and the reason I know that is I got a copyright strike on YouTube, and it's owned by someone. It's just the loader. So the Arkanoid, Army Days, they're the two I already got it on, and they got this exact song. I actually love this song so much. You'll see it on my YouTube. I've actually uploaded it 3 times, this song. I've got copyright hit on all of them, but this is faster as well. No, it's not. It's just because I had it so quiet. Maybe it's a touch faster. Yeah, it's epic music. I'm not surprised they copyrighted it. It's that good. I can always mute it out anyway. I'll turn it back up. Gets even better, doesn't it, after if it doesn't load in time. That's slightly different to the one I've got. Check it out on my YouTube, Arkanoid loading screen and Army Days. They've got similar versions to this, but they're always slightly different. The Arkanoid one, I have to say, is probably the best. I actually put that on my phone. It's in my playlist when I'm driving around now. This is a guaranteed copyright strike, but who cares? It's not a strike, it's like a copyright warning. Yeah, it was great, that image. That's what I used to love about Dizzy on the Spectrum. I am going to get into playing some Spectrum games on this channel. I've been neglecting it so far, but certainly the loading screens that I'm going to look at some. Cool, this is great. It's the full version. On Arkanoid, it's already loaded by now. Oh, it's Luke. Yeah, it's good. That's making me want to put Arkanoid on next just to hear that music again, the other remix of it. Back to warp mode for you. So when did you get a C64? Because you said you had the ZX81 first and then a Speccy. Or I found one. Cool music. Sensisoft. Is this sensible software? Or are they just cannabis lovers? I'm archiving all the loading screens and main menus, but Whizball's going to be like ages away. I'm doing it alphabetically. This is great music. The only thing I can hope is my voice stops them from copyrighting it, so I have to mute it. Look at this, 1 player, 2 player, 2 player team. Brilliant. A space for whiz tips. Brilliant. I mean, I'm not going to remember any of that, but how cool. You're getting your money's worth for this game, ain't you? Have you bought this? Bought it home. Yeah, maybe the Leaf. Yeah, yeah. This is what I remember, I think. Like, it's that side-on 3D thing I was trying to explain, but on the Spectrum, I think it's a checkerboard colour at the bottom. Brilliant. I can't seem to deviate my jump, which is a shame, because it would be so cool if I could just somehow put some... I mean, I can a little bit, but not enough. Okay, yeah, I see. Okay, there's certain powers. At the moment, I can't figure out how to change power. I have somehow changed it. Oh, cool games, got cool music, great effect. So how do I change my power? Oh, if you waggle it, okay. Oh wow. Oh, it's teasing me. No, go back. No, so close to getting over there. Okay. Oh, I thought to shoot that thing. Oh my god, I'm so bad at it. Stop there. Come on. No. I'm not even... I'm stuck now. Oh dear. Oh no. Okay. Give me that. Oh. Wow, it makes me look like a right noob. No. Okay, action's starting now. Oh. Ah. Yeah, it really is. It's hard. Don't go down any craters, okay? Until you've powered up. Again, this way. Uh-oh. There we go. Ah. Is that the end of the level? No. It's such an original game though, isn't it? What, I can't think of another game like this. Yeah, man. Great choice. I'm surprised there hasn't been a modern remake with all the physics engines we got now. Have you ever played that game where you're a dude in like a cauldron, stuck in the cauldron, you've got to climb a mountain? A sexy hike. You ever seen that? It sort of reminds me of sexy hiking. Oh. Right, let me check out army moves. Because it's got, the reason I want to do that is it's got the same music I think as that. You'll see. I never played the game, I just loaded it. It looked like it might be fun. I will revisit Wizball at some point because it was a fun game. But I'm a bit too tired for it right now. Get to know it a bit first, off air. Yeah, so I don't want to go too far through this loading screen walk. So I want you to hear this music while it's fresh in your mind. I think it's the same. Oh, just getting good again. Let's try this insanity out then. Awesome. Oh, it's one of these. Okay, okay, I don't know. I don't love these ones so much. Oh, probably is fun when you get good at it. Oh, I wonder if Hitler has only got one ball song. Copyright. I just loaded that for the music, really. I'm gonna try that Frost one, see if I've got that. Frost 1 and 2. Yeah, I have to think about that collision detection tomorrow. It's probably down just simply to the order of the way I've called it. That's the only thing I can think of. I'm gonna give it another massive long try on Golden Axe as well. Or maybe Bruce Lee. I don't think there's that many levels to Bruce Lee. I've done quite a few of them. Might try and complete that. There we go. Nice, I do remember this game. I remember it really well. I think I had it on the NES though. A little bit too loud. Was it? Yeah. Yeah, because I got quite far on it on my first ever playthrough. I might give that a go tomorrow to try and complete it. I'll even look it up a little bit online what to do so I don't get stuck. Port 2 doesn't work. Port 1 does. That's good. This looks amazing. Oh, hang on. The controller doesn't work properly. can move left but not right. Is that normal? Oh, what a shame. What a shame. I'm going to try Frost 2 because I can't get the controls working on that one. And then that'll probably be that. It's getting late. I load now. I can't believe it though, on my YouTube, the Final Fight videos, wow, that one's blown up out of, and the Street Fighter ones are as well a bit, but the Final Fight got like 10 times more views than all the other ones. The coding, a couple of the coding ones are doing well as well, but the Final Fight's got double the best coding one. It's interesting. That was a complete playthrough of a well-known game, so that might be something I'll not focus on, but yeah, I'll do more of. Do you do programming or do you do something different? When I say programming, are you IT based in your job, or is it like just an office job that they've rigged you up from home? I know my niece is really lucky. She works for an insurance company and she basically does all of her work from home now, even before the lockdown. And she has like flexible hours and all. There we go. This looks pretty cool. This time port 1 doesn't work. Port 2 does. Level 1 space cadet. Oh, this looks like the NES one now. There's no thruster there. What? What the hell? That up is down. I think it must be a poke on or something. But I can't shoot, I can't do anything. Oh, SQL. Yeah, this one's a bit insane. It's like a homebrew that isn't finished. Well, maybe I'm just playing it wrong. Yeah, that sounds well good though. I'd love to get a job doing something like that. I need to focus myself one day into getting some skills. This is mental. Maybe the sensitivity of this analog is not right for the game or something. Wow. Crazy music as well. Yeah. I just want to clear that one thing before I turn it off. Even that's hard. I got it. Oh, I can shoot now. I've had enough of that one though. That was too much. If I can find one more I've never seen before. I mean, there's millions here I've never seen before. Let's just try this one at random. Pile up. Oh, I think it failed. Well, you know what? Let's just end it here. Been great as usual, everyone. Really enjoyed it. I enjoy all the videos. I enjoy all the chat. And I'll see you next time. It's late here now. I'm a bit tired. But yeah, have fun, everyone. See you next time. Goodbye.